We're here to talk about powerful insights for business, especially business development. What are you going to be able to do with powerful insights for business? First, ask effective questions. Effective questions are the ones that give you useful answers. A lot of people ask a lot of questions during meetings, but they don't get the answers they need to evolve in the negotiation. So they're not effective questions. So PIB brings you a very simple sequence of questions that can help you go straight to the point and get to what is important in that negotiation. We need to add real value. It's not enough just to talk about it. Okay, we're going to add value to your business. Everybody's talking about that. Are you able to really add value to your clients in a way that they will never forget about you and they will feel like they owe you forever? And they're going to refer a new business to you every single week because they feel like you have helped them so much that they have to, in reciprocity, they have to give you back. I have a question for you. If you have a look at this, what is the most important information in this slide? In your opinion, what is the most important information you see here?
Photograph. Yeah.
No, it's not.
The associations.
The associations. It's good, but it's not. No. It's not so obvious. It's another powerful insights for business. The most important information in here is what you don't see, is the blank spaces. We have this tendency of, attaching our thinking to what we already know. This is my past. This is not my future. And when I am negotiating with someone, I'm building my future. So I have to be willing to see that information that I don't see right now. So I'm ready to accept everything that comes in my direction. If you're honest, how would your customers rate your services right now? From 1 to 10. If it is 10, you're probably dominating the world, the entire planet. Now, you're dominating the world. But if it's not 10, it's 9, 8, or 7, what would be the impact of growing 1 point there in terms of money? Do your customers like to be sold to, or do they prefer to be served well? I don't know if you have noticed that, but when something is going well with something I bought, I say, look what I bought, right? If it's not working well, I say, look what they sold me. So when it's working fine, I bought. When it's not working, they sold me. Somebody sold me. So actually, we don't like to be sold to. We like to buy things, but we don't like to be sold to. But we like to be served well. So that is one question. How much time or money are you spending or investing in preparing or empowering your team to serve well? So be aware not only how you're selling to people, but how you're serving them to make them see the results you promised. How would you respond to those objections? Another thing, when you think about insights for business, are you responding correctly or effectively to those kind of objections? Because many people go like, you're too expensive. No, but you have to see our services. You have to see the quality of our products. You have to see, you have to see, you have to see. So the client has to see. It's his obligation to see. Or it would be our job to help them see in an elegant way, not in a pushy way. How much more could your organization sell if your team knew how to deal with objections effectively and overcome every fear and every doubt your customers might have? Imagine that. Imagine how many deals you lost just because your teams or you didn't know how to deal with objections effectively. Or you gave the wrong answer and it just switched off the customer. Imagine how much more you could sell. 10%, 20%, 30%? I thought in the beginning only 10%, but we have seen wonderful numbers. How much would that be in dollars? So if you sell $10 million a year, 10% would be an extra $1 million in your pocket, right? If you sell $100 million, an extra $10 million. And we have to make those calculations because it's very easy for us to buy a new computer and spend like $5,000, $10,000 in equipment and technology. But it's not so easy for us to spend that money training our people. Have you thought about that? And many times people are going to give you much more and greater return on investment than technology, especially if they know how to use technology. I was seeing so many beautiful results with those insights that we created then Fabio Marques Company in 1996. And we thought that what is the most important thing we have to give to our clients? Return on investment. Guaranteed. We guarantee you return on investment or you don't pay anything. To support that strategy, we needed three basic things. Very important. First, expertise. Then experience, and then excellence. Then we created the entire service line, and we've been in the market for 24 years. 200 plus organizations served, these are some of them. These are like MBAs, right? When you get into the point where you have to assure return on investment to those clients, you cannot just give a speech or give a workshop. You have to dive deep into their problems, their situations, what they're going through, and really understand the dynamics of each organization and learn from them before you even say, I suggest this. Let me share with you what we have accomplished with those clients. First clients in the first years, 18% sales increase guaranteed. This is the average for the first years. Then we saw 49%. We saw 127%. And then we saw 8 times sales increase in agribusiness, was one of my clients, 8 times. And then we saw 1,900% return on investment. The most important thing is, think about your return on investment. What is the return on investment you would like to have?
1,900%.
1,900%, great. For each $1, you get $19 back. There's no better investment than that, right? With the proper assistance, maybe you have them. If you're not having, you are investing, but you're not having, maybe you're not getting the proper assistance you need. But you have to look for, this is investment on people. When you invest on people, you can have great results. But you have, of course, to have a strategy. Another powerful insight for businesses, do you know the difference between customers and clients? Customers, they buy from you eventually, right? But clients, good lawyers, they have clients, not customers. Good consultants and speakers, they have clients, not customers. If I am a professional speaker and I speak only once or twice to any of my clients, they're not clients, they're customers. We don't need to be famous to be wealthy if we are in the client's relationship business. You don't have to be famous to everybody. Just be famous to your clients. So when they think about the services you provide, they think about you. But how are you doing to become famous to your clients? How are you conquering heart share so you can have mind share and market share as a consequence? When you see, oh, you're too expensive, I need a better price. This is a question that can change everything. I understand good price is important for you. Besides price, what else is important in a long-term business relationship? When you use long-term business relationship in that question, you start modifying their minds. And then they go like, okay, price, besides price, maybe, support is important, trust, competence, quality, speed, and if you're talking about money, they're gonna want to know how much money they're gonna get back, right? So return on investment. This is very important. The major mistake in sales is trying to add value to your products or services. The never told secret to increase sales is adding value to your client's needs. Let's say you say, Fabio, I need a sales training. My mistake. Oh, I have a sales training for you. And say, oh, that's great. How much is it? Let's say it's X amount of dollars, 10,000. Let's say 10,000. It's $10,000. Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll think about it. And maybe I'll go like, what I do now, right? This is a normal interaction. But what if I do something different? Because, this is the perception of equivalent value. This is older than human nature. When I say I have a need, I have a perception of value for that need. When you say I have the solution for that need, your brain goes, okay, so your solution is equivalent to my need. If I told you I have a need and you say I have the solution, you're telling me your solution is equivalent in value to my need. But if my need seems to have little value, the solution seems to have little value. What if and then I tried, no, but you know, it's worth investment because my training is awesome. I change lives. I'm going to give you return on investment, right? I try to increase the value of my solution after you have determined in your brain that it's not that valuable. So what I do, I invert. Instead of trying to add value to my solution, I add value to your need. So let's say you tell me, Fabio, I need a sales training. All right. Then I go, why do you need a sales training? Oh, because I think we could sell much more if my team was ready. What do you mean your team was ready? What do you think is lacking in your team so they will be able to sell more? Well, I think they need more knowledge about the sales science, the science of sales and negotiation. I've seen basic mistakes they do every day. How much more you would like to be selling? Let's say, well, I sell $10 million right now. I think we could be selling $15 million. So you're telling me that your team is not ready, and that's the reason why you're not selling $50 million. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. All right. Why haven't you invested on the sales training so far? You know, Fabio, I'm never sure if this is going to work. So you haven't invested because you're not sure this is going to work. If I could assure you that it works, then you would feel more confident about it. Maybe yes. If I could take the risk out of your part and I assume the risk, that would be nicer. Can you do that? Yeah. So let me see if I understand you. You want a sales training because you're not selling as much as you would like to be selling. And you believe that if your sales team were ready, the impact over your business would be like at least $1 million more. Or maybe the $5 million you want. You want to work with someone who can take the risk out of your side and can guarantee you return on investment. And am I on the right track here? He's going to say what? Yes. So I can help you. Before, if I don't do the PIB, what is his need? I need a sales training. That's it, right? After the PIB, what is his need now? I need a sales training because I believe I can get $1 million more. And if I have someone who can give me the benefit of guaranteeing the return on investment, I will go for it. This need has more value, at least $1 million more, right? So my solution now has $1 million value, but it doesn't cost $1 million. Let's say it still costs $10,000. So now my client is comparing $1 million value against $10,000 price. If I don't do the PIB, he's comparing my $10,000 price against zero, which is his investing so far. You see the difference? So PIB helps you to bring value into your client's mind. And you see, when you're asking questions to your client about his need, he doesn't think you're selling. He thinks you are interested. He thinks you are listening to, because you are listening to. You're trying to find the real need. So he's not defensive. He's like, okay, let's talk. Guards down. Easier for him to listen to you. All right. So this is the sequence. You listen to the needs. These are these explicit needs. Needs that your client will tell everybody. Every salesman. Everyone. Then you go, why do you need that? And when you ask that, you increase the value of the need. Then you ask, how would that impact you? Or how is this impacting you right now because you don't have the solution? Then you increase the value of the need, and then you ask about the benefits. So the benefits you're looking for are, and then you qualify your solution even before you say it. All of those questions has to be client-centric. And then, of course, you increase the value of the need. And when you increase the value of the need, you're doing the PIB thing. You're discovering the implicit needs. The needs, he will only talk to you because you were the only one who asked those questions. psychologically, explicit needs plus implicit needs, real added value. Not all business opportunities are the same. Let's use the symbols, okay? Let's say round is excellent, business opportunity, triangle is okay, and square is trouble. Those clients you wouldn't like to have anymore. You're losing money, the client's not happy, and it's a lose-lose situation. Do you have one of those? Sometimes before you were not able to negotiate well, you're not able to use PIB selling or to get a win-win, so you accepted. Because they were big, so you wanted to have them in your portfolio, so you accepted. But, you know, this is how a normal pipeline works. You have this lead in, contact made, needs defined, proposal made, negotiation started, and then you win or you lose, right? This is a normal pipeline. PIB selling suggests you eliminate the trouble ones, you see? This is the normal one. With the PIB, you eliminate the squares. You don't have bad deals here. You only have good ones and okay ones. Let's say you have 100 opportunities, you're closing like 30%. With this, with the same 100, you're closing like 50 or 60%. Why? You qualify the lead. With those questions, you qualify. You better understand if that client is the right client for you. You make the content and you sell the concept. You sell the concept. Before you sell anything, sell the concept that you are there to understand their problem, understand the impact of those problems, and understand the real benefit they're looking for. You sell this concept before you sell anything. Then you define the needs, you explore the PIB more deeply, you make the proposal based on PIB, you present it, you negotiate adjustments, not price. You don't negotiate price, you negotiate the solution, the adjustments on the solution. If you start negotiating price, you start diminishing the value of what you're offering. Many people don't know how to do that, so they give discounts. If you know how to discuss value, you don't have to give discounts. And then you win, and the most important thing, you become the trusted advisor. You said you were a trusted advisor, so you get hired as the trusted advisor for that client. And then you have the right to expand your funnel with repeated business and referrals. And that is where you become a multimillionaire. If you're good until number 6, you can be rich. But if you're good in number 6 and 7, you become a multimillionaire because with the same or with less effort, you sell even more. So these are the 4 factors. Let's see perspective. The first perspective I talked to you about already, sales is a service. Right? See sales as a service. You're already helping your client to succeed during the sales process. Your job in sales is to help your clients see what you're offering. Help your clients see not only what you're offering, but help your clients see the real need. Many clients don't know the value of their own need. By using PIB selling, you help them see the value of that need. Then, commitment, really understand. This is a commitment. You know what a commitment means? Really understand what people need, why they need it, and how bad they need it. Again, you can see that PIB selling helps them see how bad, right? What is the real need? So really understand. And every person is different. So every human being has a different set of motivations. You have to understand. Mindset. This is the positive obsession. A lot of people see obsession as a negative word. Positive obsession, client-centric focus and obsession for adding value. Meaning, you don't rest until you're sure you're adding value to your clients. You don't rest until you're sure they see how you can help them. And you don't rest until you deliver on your promise. So this is everything you have to master to make this work. So you're going to give up already, right? Now, the beauty is when you work with the PIB in your mind, this becomes easy. At the first glance, it's overwhelming, but when you really start practicing the PIB, all that becomes naturally intuitive and easy to implement. Was this helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.